Welcome to this week's episode of From My Heart to Yours.
I spent a lifetime hiding in the grave with a heavy heart and nothing left to say. Battling shadows, walking in the rhythm of a life I didn't choose. From the silent cries and the darkest nights to the moments I almost gave up the fight, I was lost in the echoes of a hollow sound, searching for a solid piece of ground. But I'm Love Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light, of breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. It's more than just a story. It's a brand new lens, seeing where the trauma stops and where the light begins. Breaking generational chains, link by link, learning how to feel, learning how to think. Guarding my spirit, my mind, and my peace. Watching the anxiety and the tension release. I found a self-love that was always meant to be. A gift from God, now living in me. No more worthlessness, no more shame. I'm calling out the joy and I'm calling it by name. I am conscious of the seeds we sow. Watch how the garden starts to grow. But I'm Love Marlene, 411, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light. I'm breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. Spread the love, spread the light, live your best life. Hold on tight. I'm Love Marlene, for Marlene. The journey has just begun.
Hello to all of my loved ones. I'm going to do a disclaimer before I get started today, so you guys aren't shocked or anything. I have cut my hair. I've cut all my hair off, and I felt like this was the appropriate time for me to debut my natural hair with this topic. So don't be scared. Okay. So yeah, your girl is all natural. So I'm debuting me. And I feel like it was important for me to come to this live, real, natural, authentic, and especially in today's topic about people pleasing will destroy you. So shout out to my mods, shout out to the channel members, shout out to everybody who supports me on here, all my loved ones. I thank you guys so much. So you guys remember I was telling you guys how this chapter of my life was gonna be me being unapologetically myself, being real, being honest, and I can't be my whole real self. I can't come on here and tell you guys love yourself if I personally was not loving me, if I was not loving me. And I still feel kind of nervous. I still feel like I felt like I wanted to throw on a wig today. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I wanted to put on a wig. I wanted to cover up, but I've been working with my therapist about loving me unapologetically. So this is her. She's making a debut to you loved ones. Do you see The curls are popping. I did a big chop yesterday and I'm all natural. And it's going to take a little bit for me to feel right. And not that it doesn't look right, but when it takes a little while to adjust in your mind of looking at yourself without, hair. And it's okay. I'll be okay. But I had to put that disclaimer out there to you guys. I can't teach you guys, I can't tell you guys, love yourself if I have not embraced myself 100%. So you guys are going to be seeing more 100% real, authentic Marlene. Okay. So let me give a shout out. How are you guys all doing? Hey, Charlene. Hey, John. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Hi, Solo. I hope you're well. Hi, Miss Betty. Charlene says, nice natural look, Marlene. Thank you so much. Miss Lynn says, you look amazing. Thank you guys. I really needed this boost because I have been battling with it all day. I big chopped, like I said, I big chopped. I cut off all of the remnants of my relaxer. So I'm 100% natural now. I wanted to put some color in my hair. Maybe I'll do that in the future, but I'm embracing and loving myself. So, whoever this message can apply to, you know, I have always been saying, if I want to be a good leader, I have to lead by example. So I can't tell you guys love yourself, and I wasn't loving this little TWA, this little tiny weeny afro. I have to love her. I have to pour into her so that I can pour into you guys as well. So thank you guys for your support. And today we're talking about people pleasing on this episode of From My Heart to Yours. Okay. Today's topic is people pleasing will destroy you. Now, I have to tell you guys that I am a former people pleaser. That is all I used to do. People pleasing, people pleasing, people pleasing all the time. Trying to please my siblings, trying to please parents. And when it gets to social media, you try to please people who are on social media. You try to please people in the workplace. If you are always talking about pleasing and making everybody happy, when will you get to be happy? You won't. That's why this is a very serious, very important topic today that I wanted to come to you as my real, true, authentic self. I debuted it first on my vlog channel, Life with Marlene. I did a short, and then I said, okay, I can't upload it over there and then come over here and put wig. So I'm still kind of reeling. This is new for me. So to all of you guys who support me with the long hair, with the short hair, you just rock with Marlene. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. It's very different, very new for me. But I talked to you guys about self love, and I really do. I love myself, but I want this new season of this chapter of my life to love my afro. I want to embrace my natural hair texture. I want to embrace my curls and my coils and what people call them. Some people don't like the word naps, but I'm embracing everything that was given to me. So let's get into this topic. People pleasing will destroy you. I have to tell you guys that my whole life growing up, I did everything to try to please my parents. I did everything. And if you guys have watched enough of my content, you guys will know that no matter what I did, I can never make my mother happy, no matter what I did. And I tried, but it was because my mother didn't love herself. In that generation, my mom was a baby boomer, and in that generation, they weren't taught about loving themselves. So a lot of that anger, unresolved issues, and things was projected on her children. And I was in that trap of feeling that I could buy kindness. I thought if I was such a good daughter, I thought if I was the best sister, I thought if I was the best in a romantic relationship, Hi, Riaz. How are you? I thought if I was the best in a romantic relationship, I thought if I was the best friend, I thought if I was the best sibling, the best coworker, the best at everything, that people would show up for me and be nice to me and be kind to me. And it's actually the opposite. The more you try to please other people, is the more that you disown yourself, the more you stop yourself from your gifts, from your blessings, from everything that you're supposed to have. So, I wanted to tell you guys that as a reminder, we talk about how important it is to get into that self love, you know, loving yourself, being unapologetic about you, and setting those boundaries. And I know for me, if I'm like I have stripped myself down, coming to you guys with my natural hair, but I also want to strip down and take down the guards. But I thought if I could people please, I could buy people's time. I thought I could buy people's attention. I thought my kindness and my goodness would make people treat me right. And all that people pleasing does is bring you down, bring you hurt, make you get used. You get taken advantage of. People will take your time, your money, your energy. People will use you sexually. If we're going to say it, we might as well say it all. People pleasing will destroy you, it will break you down, it will make you feel not good mentally. It will really mess up your mental health. Because I can say that was the case for me. My mental health was not okay. It wasn't. My mental health wasn't okay because I I thought being a supportive person, being kind, being giving and doing all of these things for everybody in my life, I thought that was going to make people support me. And I had to learn through many times of falling flat on my face. I learned by, being backstabbed. I learned by people taking from me financially. I've learned from being a content creator on social media that everybody isn't who they say that they are. Who is this message resonating with? I'm sure with somebody. Not everybody is who they say they are. And not everybody who says that they're your friend, not everybody who says that they love you, not everybody who says that they support you actually do. See, I'm speaking from my heart. I'm putting all the cards on the table. I'm being real. I'm being vulnerable. I'm being honest because everybody isn't who they say they are. Hey, Tasha, how are you doing? Welcome. And happy Sunday to all of you loved ones. Not everybody is who they say they are. Not everybody is who they claim that they are, right? You know, I've been through that for many times. Romantic, especially romantic relationships. They'll start off really good, with the best intention, trying to show you that they're all this, and then the mask slips, it falls off, and then it starts to become disrespect, lack of support, being rude, ghosting you, taking advantage of you, wants to argue with you. They want to change you and make you be something that you're not. That's not good. And all of that is tied into people pleasing. And I want to say this to all the ladies that are watching. I want to say this to all the gentlemen that are watching. We are not our parents. You're not what your mom, your dad, your auntie, your uncle, or whoever raised you. You are not a reflection of the way they think about you. It took me a long time to get to that space as a woman that I am not what other people said about me. I'm not the reflection of what other people think. I'm not a reflection of their opinions, and either are you. And we'll get tied up in that sometimes because of what your parents said, or siblings said, or your ex, or it could be the current person you're in a relationship. We get wrapped up in what people are saying and not thinking about what are they doing. How are they actively participating in your life? See, and all that people pleasing stuff, they're trying to please you. They they want, I mean, you're trying to please them, but they're not giving. A good healthy relationship is about not just giving, it's about receiving. Yeah, I'm saying this message today. It's not just about what you give to people, but you as a woman or you as a man, you deserve to receive too. You deserve for people to do nice deeds for you. You deserve for people to be nice to you. You deserve to be respected. And it's usually that we get taken advantage of, we get disrespected, we get rudeness, we get ghosted and talked to very rudely, especially relatives, because let's be honest, relatives don't always show up for us. They take advantage of us. They use us and abuse us and disrespect us and say all kinds of things to us and about us. They spread our names in the streets. And the moment that you stop making yourself available to be that doormat to run over, you stop being the yes person to always show up and do this nice thing or give them money. Once you stop people pleasing, you will find out who are the people who really care about you. And I say that with laughter because I have become empowered, and I'm speaking to all of my empowered loved ones, all my empowered women, all my empowered men, that when you want to find out who are the people who really care about you, you'll find out who they are based on what they do for you, how they show up for you. And the ones that don't show up for you, the ones that don't like you, the ones that say negative things, they were never your friend. They were never your supporters. They never really rocked with you. It was just words. And words are something that is easy to say, but it's another thing to do. So let's talk about some of these things that will destroy you about people pleasing. When you are a people pleaser, you waste your focus. Yeah, people pleasing will keep you in this cycle of being distracted. And distraction is a very big deal, right? You'll want to do something and you got your eyes on the target, and the next thing, because this person is asking you to help them or support them, and they'll say, "Oh, I need," right? "I need you to help me." And if you don't help me, they'll try to make you feel guilty. But if you don't get yourself focused, know where you're going, know the path, know what you want to do. If you are only focused on making everybody else happy, you'll never get into your purpose. You'll never get into your peace, and you'll especially never get into your healing. Ask me how I know. Part of me doing this and freeing myself of the hair and the fake, the fakeness, no nails. I just wanted to be free. I was like, no nails, no wigs, I needed to free myself completely and embrace and love myself 100% authentically. And I'm loving this new season of my life. I'm loving this new chapter, and I want to speak to somebody who is turning the page in their life. Maybe you're walking away from some toxic people. It could be relatives, it could be a person that's going to be a soon ex, or they're already an ex, or somebody who is leaving a toxic relationship. It could be a friend, a quote unquote friend that's actually an enemy. It could be your relatives. It could be a toxic workspace. Whoever you find people who do not know how to appreciate you, I want you to have enough courage to say, I'm strong enough to walk away from them because they're distracting me. They're using me like a doormat, like a rug. They waste your time, they waste your energy, they waste your money, and they try to bring down your confidence, or they try to put you on a shelf and say, but I need your help, right? I know that is something that used to really get me before. Well, I need you. And then I would feel guilty about not helping them because they needed me. But one reminder that I wanted to give to you, loved ones, today, remember, you got to love yourself. You can't give when your cup is empty. And I don't know who this message is resonating with, but it's most definitely was resonating with me. I was making myself sick. I was making myself sick physically. I was making myself sick mentally. I was making myself sick financially because I was always putting myself last. See, that's the people pleasing spirit, and it's not good for us. It's not healthy. It's not normal. It's not natural. But what is natural is that you got to remember to put yourself back on the list. And another category that this applies to, you got to stop people pleasing if you're a parent. You know, if you're a mother, if you're a father, or you're a foster parent, maybe you've adopted children, or you're an auntie or uncle, you're playing a role of taking care of children. And I have to tell you guys, though I have never been a birth mother, but I have raised children. I'm still helping people with their kids today. But the thing about it is that I had to learn that it was okay for me to take care of me. You know, always neglecting myself, and don't eat until 2, 3 o'clock in the day, didn't drink any water, didn't do my personal care, haven't got into my goals and what I want to do. We have to stop putting ourselves last, loved ones. Because if you put yourself last, you'll feel like last. Your mental health will be in the toilet. Your health will be not good. You won't be able to sleep well, and it will destroy you. Just like my title said, it will destroy you. It will take you out of this world. And I don't want to see you guys underneath the ground. I don't want to see you guys get buried, get taken out because you didn't affirm that I'm worth it, you know? And I want to say that to somebody. And it's hard for me to say this. It's hard for me to say that I put myself last for so many years. You put yourself last for your family. You put yourself last in a romantic relationship. You put yourself last for the job. You put yourself last for coworkers. You put yourself last for everybody that is on the list. And you're trying to people please them. And you know what happens? You do all of these things. You bend over backwards for them. You do all these nice and kind deeds. And you know what they'll say? I didn't tell you to do it. You didn't have to do it. Or they'll use you until you get sick to where you start breaking down. You start having illnesses, and you start stuff just starts declining in your life. That's not good. And that's a part of you. You will destroy your own self as a part of self-destruction. And we have to be on the path of self-love, empowerment. And that's why in my channel song, I made sure that those words were in that song. It's a journey of healing. It's a journey of healing. And it is. First, you got to get your mind in the space of knowing I, I don't have to keep taking this being brainwashed and manipulated and used and ghosted, and people try to guilt trip you and make you feel bad because you choose yourself. Mm-mm, we're not. Let's see what I missed in the comment section here. Okay. Charlene says, exactly. They were users. I had to let them know money don't grow on trees. If you're grown and you won't work and have yeah, and they have bad habits, they need a job. I am not their payroll. You know, I had to start talking to my relatives or quote unquote friends or people who thought I was a bank. You know, and they're always making these excuses. Let me borrow, let me hold this, and it's always they got their hands out, and they don't give back the money. They're always rebegging, begging, and it's constantly they want 30 here, 50 here, 100, 200, 500, 1,000, and the list goes on and on. So be mindful, loved ones, okay? There's a lot of people in our life that and this is how they'll start it. Oh, I just wanted to, oh, how are you doing today? They start off really nice, really kind, really sweet, and then they drop the bomb. Do you have some money I could borrow? Do you have some money I can hold? Hmm. You never get that money back. You'll never see that money again because they don't plan on ever giving it back to you. When they say borrow, they mean give it to me. And then they'll say, you loaned it to me or you gave it to me, right? Yeah. Miss Lynn says, most definitely, Marlene. Tasha says, I know the feeling. Yes. So that's why I said over here, this channel is all about a journey of healing, about us empowering our mind and knowing that we don't have to keep people pleasing. You don't have to keep pleasing your children, your spouse, significant other, your friends, the workplace, people on social media. And that is the space that I had to be in, this clear, healthy, healing space. And I come to you guys with my heart completely open, bearing my soul, sharing my experiences, that we don't have to keep pleasing everybody. We don't have to keep making everybody happy. And we are the ones being affected. We're the ones being sick. We're the ones missing out on life. And that's just not going to work. Another category that will destroy you is, the dealing with people's carrying around other people's weights. That other people want you to carry their anger. They want you to carry their drama. They want you to carry their poor decisions. And because they make poor decisions, because they make excuses, because they won't change, they won't grow up, they want you to carry their problems. They want you to fix it. They want you to give them the solution instead of them growing up. See, and that is a part that will destroy you. It's not your responsibility to be everybody, to hold everybody's weight, to be responsible for the decisions that they made. And yes, sometimes in life we are dealt with a bad deck of cards. Some situations happen to you, some trauma happens to you, happens to everybody. But some people, they hide behind that. Well, I this happened to me and that happened to me, and they want you to feel sorry for them, and they never grow up. Miss Lynn says, I am at a time in my life I am loving on me. I know that's right, Miss Lynn. And I am on that same journey of self love, self healing, prosperity. So, the reason why I wanted to cover this topic about people pleasing is for us to turn a new chapter in our lives. And when we turn that page, we're going to be turning the page into empowering our mind, speaking up for ourselves, setting boundaries. And people don't like that word boundary, and that means you're not going any further, or you're saying no. You're not allowing people to come into your life with their cockamamie stories and their negativity and their drama and their excuses and their manipulation and all of that. People who don't know how to bring you anything good, bring you some peace, bring you some healing, support whatever it is that you need. This is what will bring you down. Now, I only have one more point to bring out for today, even though there's many more things that we could talk about of people pleasing. But another thing that will destroy you when it comes to people pleasing is if you keep people pleasing, if you keep getting involved with the negativity and the drama and all of that stuff, then it's going to stop you from whatever your purpose is. And we all have a different purpose in this life. Some people are here to teach. Some people are here to support. Some people are here to encourage. Some people have skills and talents. But we all have something different that we can bring to the table. But it takes courage. It takes confidence. It takes consistency. It takes motivation. And I want to give that to you guys. I want to motivate somebody to say, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want to hear about it if it's negative. I'm not going to come around for drama. I will not let you use me and tell people I'm not your ATM. I don't want to hear about your problems. I don't want to hear about the excuses that you make. We all have things going on in our life, but for all of you loved ones, I want for us to stand up for ourselves and say, this is the new chapter in my life where I will set boundaries. I will show up for myself. I will try something new, especially the things that are uncomfortable. Most people never push past the boundary of discomfort because it's easier to be in the comfort zone. I know it was so much easier for me to slap that wig on or to, do those things, and it's just a cover up. And what I wanted to do is I wanted to take care of this this beautiful hair that grows out my scalp, and not just cover it up anymore. And the same thing with my skin. And I'm on a healing journey for so many things: my hair, my skin, my teeth, my body, taking care of me. And I say that same thing to all of you loved ones too. Take care of yourself, mind, body, spirit. And a very important thing about people pleasing is we have to forgive ourselves. We got to forgive ourselves for when we didn't show up for ourselves, when we didn't say no. You got to forgive yourself for that, because if you don't, it will destroy you. I know I used to always say, I should have done this, I should have done that. See, all of that is all that's going to do is bring you down, drag down your spirit, drag down your confidence, drag down your self worth. You made the decision that you made at the time with the best tools that you had. You did the best that you could with everything that you had. So forgive yourself for when you didn't do what you needed to do. And it's okay, because this is a healing journey. There's purpose. There's purpose in you. And I want you to say that to yourself and affirm it in yourself. I am confident. I am healing. I am growing. I am empowered. I am a better woman or a man today than I was yesterday. See, we're moving past the people pleasing and the negativity and the things that will destroy us, and we're making a shift to the positive things. Okay. So I want you to write down 3 things in your life that you want to do. Okay. Well, let's start on a 30-day goal. So between now, I think today is May the 17th. So June the 17th, we are going to reconvene and we're going to talk about what we did in, in this journey of healing, getting aside from the people pleasing. Did you set a boundary? I want to hear about I set a boundary. I stood up to my children. I stood up to my spouse, significant other. I started working less hours because it was destroying my body. I set a sleep schedule. I started taking better care of my health, eating better and drinking water. I started minding my own business. Not I'm not talking about looking at other people. I'm talking about I started minding my business. What do I have going on? How is my health going? How are my finances? See, the journey of healing and self love is directing inside of yourself, looking inwardly and healing yourself, giving yourself the permission to let go of the things that don't serve you. And I'm speaking from experience. I let go of that, those strings of hair, that drama, holding on to the trying to cover up. I want to bring the beauty of my face out. And I hope this inspires somebody to maybe go natural or take better care of their hair. And I'm going to be doing more videos and live streams about taking care of your hair, take care of your skin, take care of your teeth, take care of you, setting boundaries, going on solo vacations, doing things that is restorative, that brings peace in your life, that is healing. And it could also mean maybe you got to go to some counseling. Maybe you need some therapy, from a psychiatrist. Maybe you need to go to a therapist. Maybe you need to get into the gym, get some exercise. Maybe you need to heal the way that you've been eating a more balanced diet. Maybe your healing is you need to drink some water. Maybe the healing is stepping away from the toxic people. That's all about stopping the things that will destroy you and bring you down, break you down, make you feel bad about yourself. It's a journey of self-love, it's a journey of personal growth, and I want the best for you. And I want my loved ones here, everybody who's tuning in now live, and those who are tuning in on the replay. I want you to start thinking about what are some things that is destroying me. Are you not sleeping? Are you eating too much sweets or fried food? And this is not medical advice. I'm just speaking from my own experience too. So when I'm talking to you loved ones, I'm also talking to myself. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to drink more water, eat my vegetables and my fruits. I'm going to walk more. I'm going to take better care of my mental health by taking some days off and some vacations. Um, Doing some things for me that I need so that I can feel good on the outside and the inside. I will pour into my mind. I will feed my spirit positive things, reading positive material, but also I will remove myself from the people that I feel like I can never please. I can never make them happy. And that people pleasing thing, it's a waste of our time. It's a waste of our energy. It's a waste of your energy. It's a waste of my energy. And we can be doing so many better things, happier things, joyful things, peaceful things. Maybe getting some education. Maybe your goal is maybe to buy a home, get an apartment, do some things for you. We all know what are things that we need to be doing, but it's important that we step away, that we turn the page. And I also say to every single one of you, give yourself the permission to turn the page. If something isn't serving you, if it's not helping you, if it's bringing you down, if it's affecting your mental health, then pause and say, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to let that go. I deserve to do this for me because it's going to destroy you. I don't want to see any of my loved ones. I don't want to see any of you sick financially, spiritually, physically, in any aspect. I want you to feel good. I want you to be happy. I want you to have peace in your life. I want you to be getting in line with your purpose, the things that bring you joy and peace. That's what I want over here. This is a channel about self love, self awareness, personal development, and those heavier things. Maybe some abuse that happened to you, and it could have been 30, 50, 70 years ago something happened to you, but it's still bothering you. It's time, loved ones, for us to deal with those things. It's time for us to, not that we ever get over things, but we learn with healing steps and the right tools how to get through it. One moment, one day, one week, 1 month, 6 months, or a year at a time. So it's about a healing journey. Miss Lynn says, yes, I had to set boundaries after my surgery, especially with my children. I had to take care of me. This journey to better health has not been easy, but I had to do this. And I'm so proud of you, Miss Lynn. You are so awesome. And to all of you loved ones, you're awesome too. But you got to show up for yourself. You got to believe that you deserve it. You got to believe that I deserve to have better health. I deserve to have a better job, better finances, and healthier relationships. And I'm not just talking about just knowing people by blood, just being in a romantic relationship. It's not just about having people, but are those people healing in your life? Do they heal your mind, body, and spirit? Or do they anger you? Do they stress you out? Do they take you for granted? These are the conversations that I want for you to have with yourself, and do some journaling and writing it down. What why do I allow myself to be taken advantage of? Why do I think that this is okay? Because it's not. So I'm going to pause right there, and we are going to reconvene in next week's episode of From My Heart to Yours. I don't know. Maybe next week I'll come to you guys with some coils or a roller set or something. I'm loving my new natural hair journey. And we'll see how this goes. And not just my natural hair journey, my whole whole body, my whole spirit, my whole soul journey. And when I say that it's a journey of healing, I don't mean just for you loved ones. It's a journey of healing for me too. I wish us all the best. And you know what I say over here on Love Marlene 411, happy healing journey. It starts with you. It starts today. One thought, one affirmation at a time, one time saying no. And then it's going to be a whole bunch of choices and decisions to keep choosing yourself, to keep healing, to not be manipulated, to speak up for yourself, to move away from things that are not serving you. Yeah, because you have purpose, because you have value, because you are loved, because you are enough, and because you are very worthy. Sending you guys all the positive energy. You have support here with Love Marlene 411. And I wish you all a happy healing journey. May you be blessed always. Thank you guys. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the channel members. Join my channel membership if you want to get member only videos, live streams, support, all of those things. Um, and it's just pulling on my heartstrings to know that there's so many women, there's so many men out there being taken advantage of through this people pleasing thing. But it has to be you to be empowered enough to say, I don't have to say yes. I don't have to answer that phone. I don't have to continue being at a job that I hate. You don't have to be in a relationship with people who hate you, people who are trying to destroy you mentally, emotionally, financially. You have to respect yourself. So it first has to start with you, and it has to start with me. So as I heal, I also bring it to you, loved ones. I want you to heal. I want you to be confident. I want you to speak over your life. You know, positive self talk is everything. So talk to yourself. I am a queen. I am a king. I am enough. I am worthy. I am strong. I am courageous. I will not let people use me. Be confident. Stand firm in that, queens and kings, brothers and sisters. Okay? Because when you know yourself, when you respect yourself, you're not going to keep taking it. So don't take the foolishness. Stand up for yourself and love yourself. This is a Love Marlene 411, and I will see you guys on next week's episode of From My Heart to Yours.
I spent a lifetime hiding in the grave with a heavy heart and nothing left to say. Battling shadows, walking in the rhythm of a life I didn't choose. From the silent cries and the darkest nights to the moments I almost gave up the fight, I was lost in the echoes of a hollow sound, searching for a solid piece of ground. But I'm not Marley, and I'm standing tall. I'm living proof that you can survive it all. From the 411 to the depths of my soul, I'm taking back the pieces, making them whole. It's a journey of healing, a path to the light. We're breaking every curse and winning the fight. From my heart to yours, let the healing start. We're making peace with the past and broken parts. It's more than just a story. It's a brand new lens, seeing where the trauma stops and where the light begins. Breaking generational chains, link by link, learning how to feel, learning how to think, guarding my spirit, my mind, and my peace. Watching the
Peace, guys. Love you guys. See you next week.